Hey there, this is just another battle I had with Nick. I was planning on doing a tournament battle beforehand, but the thing is that I just did terrible in the last tournament we were in. And, oh god, I was just bad. Double elimination and I was out of there. But this was a pretty interesting battle. So let's get it underway. So I lead with my Meta Metal. And he leads with this thing, Scoliopede, and I just hate this thing, you know? It's very unfamiliar to me. There was never a bug like that for me, at least. It's just a very strange thing to me. So I kill it off real fast. I know it's sashed, and he probably wasn't expecting the bullet punch. And I thought he was going to Will-O-Wisp here, but he actually does Curse, which is pretty interesting, to say the least, but I'm very happy he did that, because while I take a ton of damage from that, I at least am not crippled, and my balloon is still up. So I switch out, and my Elmo gets poisoned, but it doesn't matter, it's good for me, because he can't burn me. So I taunt him because I know he's going to power split. And things are looking pretty good. I only have poison spikes on my field, they're not toxic, so I'm thinking he's gonna stay in, so I'm just gonna bulldoze to slow him down, but he doesn't, and he switches out to the Swan, and I'm like, oh god, not this thing again, because every time it comes out, I just start pulling all the wrong moves, so I do the one thing I know I can do right, and throw him out. And so, because he has the rain set up, I figure he's gonna send him in again. Because that's essentially his, his sweeping mechanic. So he sends him in again, and I was like, oh, perfect, because he would die to stealth rocks and circle throw, but I miss a 90% accuracy move for this umpteenth time in 5th generation. I don't know what's going on with me, but it's just not working. So he finishes me off with 100% accuracy Hurricane in the weather. And he rests off all that damage. And right here, I wasn't thinking at all. For some reason, I thought that my Aunt Flo here would, take a Scald in the rain. Really stupid, especially from that guy with a life orb. Whatever. So, I'm pretty sad. I'm thinking I'm probably not going to win this. My only other offense option, I think, at this point is Garchomp. Oh, wait, no, I still have Metagross, and he still has his balloon. Metagross and Garchomp. So, he Hurricanes my Reuniclus called Selling. And he's fine, so I'm just setting up Future Sight, because I know that eventually that will come in handy. It'll force something to happen. And that's all I really want. And so he Hurricanes my Metagross, finally gets rid of my balloon, not that it ever played a part, and he takes some Life Orb damage, and he Scalds me, and I'm like, oh, here comes the burn, and he doesn't get it, and I was so happy, so I Meteor Mashed him, just hoping for an attack raise. I don't get it, he gets Future Sighted, that's the end of that stupid Swan. Ugh. And then this guy comes out, so I know he's probably Scarf, and my Metagross is actually really slow. So I just Bullet Punch, just to get some damage. But he has Moxie, so I'm actually thinking that maybe it wasn't the best idea, but I didn't really have anything that could take a Mega Horn. So I sent out my bulky Garchomp, and oh god, that did way more than half, but my Rough Skin activates, deals a little bit more damage to him, and I finish him off with a Dragon Claw. But my bulky Garchomp doesn't even get to act bulky this whole round, he's acting very fragile. So a Selgor comes out and he U-turns, and it's a crit. I'm actually not sure. I think I might have survived that. I'm pretty bulky, but you never know. So at this point, I'm thinking I lost. So he has 3 Pokemon left, and I have 2. One is Reuniclus, and the other is Jellicent. And he's got Almamola, Cafragragis, and a Selgor. So, really, all I'm hoping for is that my walls are better. But he still has an attacker, so I'm scared. And one of them is bug, and one of my walls is psychic, so it's really bad. So he sends him out, and I know he's going to send him out because that's why he wished in the first place. And I send out my Bringles. Oh yeah. So he gets the wish, he's back to full, and he does Mega Drain for some reason. He told me he misread it, thought it was Giga Drain or something, I don't know. Point is, it's Mega Drain and not Giga Drain. And much to his frustration, this is quite a thorn in his side. Now, I know you're thinking, why do you have Curse Body over Water Absorb? Well, the thing is that he resists water pretty well, and he has Recover and Leftovers, so I don't really need to worry that much about it. And Curse Body, I know it's a chance to proc, but if it does proc, it helps my prediction that much more. I know exactly what they're not going to do. So, at this point, I'm just dead set on getting everything on his team toxic. I want everything. Everything must go sale. Everything's got to be poison, and that's the only way I'm gonna have it. So I scald this Cafragragus, his King Ramses, and then I get a burn, and I was kind of irritated because I wanted to put toxic on him because he's a wall. So he does Ominous Wind, which is a super effective stab, but it's really weak. And I think he was just banking on hoping that he would get some boosts. And he knows that this is kind of a losing battle because I have Recover. So he curses. And I thought that was really premature, honestly. Well, this curse is kind of a risky move, especially because they can just switch out and not care. But it does force people's hands, and with wish support it's kind of cool. See, right here he knows I'm going to switch out because I'm not going to take a 4th damage, and then he takes that time to rest, and I just didn't think he would have rest. But of course he has rest because it's hydration, and he has another Pokemon with hydration, so it just made perfect sense, but not to me. So he bug buzzes, and I was stupid. I was setting up Reflect like it was gonna make a difference. And I kind of speed this part up, you know, like, if you can't tell, that Scarf is flying super fast, because this is a 51 turn battle, and up until this point, this is about the halfway point. Yeah, it gets really long. So, we're just stalling each other out here. And I know Bringles is the master at stalling, especially because he has the maximum amount of special defense and HP he can have. Now, this is great because all he can do is Scald and Bug Buzz and Mega Drain, and those aren't going to be able to do anything to me, especially if I set up light screens, like so. So, he's just trying to kill Reuniclus, at the very least. He doesn't like me able to switch. He just wants to kill him, but he can't. So I'm just retoxicking this thing so that I'll force him to go to sleep one day. And every time he uses Mega Drain, it gets Curse Body. So I don't have to worry about a stab, even though it was doing very, very little. Less recovery is better, for me at least. And then he U-turns on the switch because he knows I'm going to switch, and I'm really scared. I thought he was going to die, but he doesn't. And because he has regeneration, I don't feel bad for switching him out. So I switch out Bringles again, and he's just there, you know, scalding this thing. And I thought I had him right here. Oh, I do. Huh. Wow, that's weird. I thought it was in another part. Anyway, he sends him back out, and then that Mega Drain is instantly disabled. But he gets the wish off, so he's at full health, but he's toxic, and the light screen barely wore off. So here we are. I don't really have anything to damage him, but Scald does way more than I thought it did. I don't think I ever scalded him before, but wow, like that was way more. And I remember that this thing was actually pretty fragile. So he rests, and that's 2 turns. So I know I got this in the bag, and I just scald him to death. And that is the game. Oh man, that was a long battle. Oh, by the way, I recorded this on my 3DS. I'm not sure if you guys could tell the difference, but anyway. It was a fun battle, Nick, and just wait till next time. I'm out.